I was thinking about, well, what is superior money out there, Rich?
Mhm.
How do we actually go on a quest for superior money? Let's just try to determine what are the positive attributes of superior money. An easy way to think about this, it's Bitcoin, but private.
And fast.
So we went on a quest for superior money, and what we first did is we spent episodes trying to come up with the attributes of superior money. So if we could just start with clay on the table and build the perfect money, what would the attributes be?
Take the first step towards online privacy. Get NordVPN.
The Keystone wallet is the wallet that you want to be using to keep your crypto safe. Whether you are a Bitcoin maxi or an altcoin lover, it is perfect for you. Easy to use, 3 secure elements, and integrates easily with MetaMask, Kepler, and dozens of other extension wallets. Get one now to keep your crypto safe and secure. Go to bit.ly/CryptoRichKeystone. If you're a regular subscriber to my channel, you will know that I am very, very interested in privacy, because without privacy, there is no freedom. Well, in this video, we're going to be finding out about an up-and-coming, super secure private cryptocurrency. Hi, this is Crypto Rich, working with you to get rich with crypto, filling our pockets with privacy and freedom profits. I'm joined by Todd Pitner. Todd Pitner is one of the community at Epic Cash. And before I introduce him, please subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, CryptoRichYT. I keep saying Twitter. Follow me on X, CryptoRichYT. Join my official Telegram announcements channel. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please, please, please come over and follow me on Rumble or on ODYSEE or on X or on Podbean. Links in the description below. Hey, Todd, thank you so much for making yourself available.
You are very welcome. My pleasure. Nice to see you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And this has been a long time coming, because I've been in contact with one of the other community at Epic Cash for a while. And we finally managed to get you onto my channel. Do you want to say a little bit about yourself, and then we can go into Epic Cash?
Sure. I think I'm like a lot of folks who maybe have come to crypto a little later in the cycle. Somebody in 2020, they said, hey, Todd, you need to get XRP. And I'm like, what's XRP? And they're like, it's crypto. And I'm like, I know nothing about it. This was when I was 55. I'm 60 now, if that gives you any context. But, I'd gotten a bonus, and I'm like, okay, I'll just spend all my bonus on XRP. And I did. I figured out how to do that. I got a Coinbase account. I went and acquired it. And then within days, it was delisted. I had no idea what the hell just happened. It got delisted, and long story tolerable, that just, it concerned me. And I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to engage in these crypto assets, I need to kind of get my what together. I need to know what I'm doing here. And so I decided I was going to go on a journey. But what I was going to do was, I figured there were a lot of other older dudes like me out there that don't know the first thing about cold storage wallet or privacy crypto or even crypto exchanges. How do you on-ramp fiat to be able to acquire crypto? I didn't know. So I launched a YouTube channel, and I just started, I had no subscribers. I just started my journey, right? I just started a couple times a week. I was just, anything else I learned, I just talked about it. Yep. Then all of a sudden, my Telegram blew up, my cell phone blew up, and apparently Jeff Berwick did one of his walks with Lucy. And he's like, hey, there's this guy on YouTube, and I really, really like how he explains things. And he's an older guy, and he's just getting into crypto. And I really like how he's just trying to do this 101 thing, And so that took me from, hardly any subscribers to, I ended up with, at that point in time, over 1,000 subscribers. I'm no crypto rich, but I have about 4,000 subscribers now. And I was just really, really excited about that. And so I reached out to Jeff, and I said, hey, would you come on my channel? And he said, no, I'll do one better. I'll get the Crypto Vigilante to come on your channel. So I hosted a 2-hour show with Raphael, the Crypto Vigilante. It was awesome. He's awesome. And at the end of the show, he's like, no, because my show is called the Uncle Odd channel, because my nephew couldn't enunciate Todd, so I've been Uncle Odd my whole life in my family. So it's just kind of an inside family joke. And he goes, "No, you can't be Uncle Odd anymore. You need to be Uncle Vigilante." And so that launched my Uncle Vigilante career. And because of my education on that live stream, Raphael introduced me to the notion of these privacy coins. So then I started investing privacy coins, and I put out a call to the universe. I'm like, anybody who has a privacy coin, you're welcome on my show. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to conduct a shitcoin trial, and I'm going to declare you guilty. And I'm going to have a wig on. I'm going to have my gavel. I'm going to declare you guilty. And you have 45 minutes to convince me otherwise. 3, 2, 1, go. Well, I had several different participants on that. It was great. And then I got a message from Max Freeman, who's the founder of Epic Cash. And he's like, "I'd like to come on your show." And he did. And so it went from a silly old me in my wig with my gavel talking about it being a shitcoin trial. Within 15 minutes of just talking to this guy and getting more of an education it just blew me away. He was very succinct and whatnot. I took off my wig, I put down my gavel, I brought out my notebook, and I went into student mode. We had a 2-hour if anybody out there just researches, Epic Cash shitcoin trial, or if you want to find it, put it in your links, people should go watch it. But that was my introduction to it. Blew me away. I thought it was so professional. So I invited Max to come on the next week just to continue the education, and the next week, and the next week. And then I got involved in the community. And then I met the chief engineer, and his name is Todd Lewis. And what I realized was, man, we're in trouble, because within crypto, there are rare few great use cases to go along with it, and there are problems with each crypto asset to where it could be a bloated blockchain. Like, you're never going to have Bitcoin be a medium of exchange. It's just not going to happen. Frankly, XMR is a difficult medium of exchange because it's a very heavy blockchain, So I was thinking about, what is superior money out there, Rich? How do we actually go through and on a quest for superior money? Whiteboard, man, nothing on the chalkboard. Let's just try to determine what are the positive attributes of superior money. And yes, go ahead.
We're going to go through that because you've got done this great chart. We can look at that, right?
Sure.
But if I can just talk about Epic Cash, just some of the basics.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. So when was it launched?
It was launched in 2019.
2019. And if people want to buy any Epic Cash or do their own research or check it out, the website is epiccash.com, and I'll have the links to that in the description below. And then also it's available on tradeogre.com.
Tradeogre?
Check that out. There's no KYC, it's just email sign up and 2FA.
Yep.
Lots and lots of privacy cryptos on Tradeogre. Now,
and it's going to be, it's in process. It'll be probably this next week. It'll be launched on CoinEx, that exchange, which of course introduces us to, we'll be on TradingView. And that's going to be a game changer, because all of the Fibonacci curvesters out there that have their teacups, they're going to become really, really smart in Epic Cash and be able to measure the tea leaves and the charts and everything. But seriously,
spoken like a true technical and a TA trader.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
I could tell.
Dr. Shitcoin trials. Yeah, no, that's a we're super excited about that. And then there are other things I know we had talked about. We had so much to talk on this, and perhaps I can come back on.
Well, I'd love for you to come back. But I want this one to be about Epic Cash.
It was a fair launch.
Fair launch. No ICO.
No ICO. I'll give you the attributes here. Okay. It's immutable. Let me say, so immutable. And I like to be able to educate along the way. So once a transaction is created, it cannot be changed. Epic Cash is fungible. All coins are perfectly interchangeable, making tated coins a thing of the past. It's scalable. This is really important. High throughput. It has cut through compression technology that shrinks the data footprints to 2.2 gigabytes on a disk versus 380 gigabytes for BTC. Okay, it's entirely decentralized. We're in 121 countries, I believe it is. Nobody controls the service, which runs on a distributed network of nodes run by independent operators. Polyphasic proof of work, multi-algo, eco-friendly mining. That's a mouthful. 48% CPU, 48% GPU, 4% ASICs, which is expandable. Regulatory compatible. This is really, really important. No ICO, no Premine. It's not a corporation, not a security. Sub-zero CRC. It's how we test safe. Let's see. Infrastructure bill, Competes Act, state. It's 1174 friendly. The attorneys will the SEC attorneys will understand that.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Some of that's a bit gobbledygook for me, right? No,
it's a lot gobbledygook, but ultimately, if you're going to have a privacy coin become a medium of exchange, it becomes very, very important because because they're looking to just ixnay, knock out any privacy coin out there. They look at us the bad guys, but we're not. We're on the same. Epic Cash, as a matter of fact, is not a privacy coin by intent. It's a privacy coin by default because of the Mimblewimble technology and the compression technology. The fact is, just even like with XMR, you still have the data on the within the transaction. It's on the blockchain, sender, amount, recipient. It is not on Epic Cash. Because of Mimblewimble technology, there just isn't any data at the end of the transaction. So it's not like we're trying to obfuscate anything. We're not trying to hide anything. No, it's just the fact that to be able to have a transaction within a second across the world, you can't have a giant bloated blockchain that has all of the data within each transaction. It is also
something that slows Bitcoin down, right? Okay, carry on, and I'm going to ask you some of the questions about some of the characteristics.
Sure. Yeah. What's that?
Carry on, and then I'll ask you some of the questions about the characteristics.
Great. Sure. There's just a few more attributes. Confiscation resistant. So there, the fact is, you can't see who is transacting. You have no idea. Your transactions are totally private. There's nobody who knows who you are. There's nobody that's going to be able to call your coins tainted. That's big because we went through COVID, right? We know about the truck drivers and we know what was confiscated. It's privacy protecting, 100% private transactions by default. Paying someone doesn't mean they can spy on your wallet forever. BTC is not Bitcoin. BTC is a surveillance coin these days. And I know you are very much into privacy, that you're a big fan of Pirate Chain, and I had a huge holdings in Pirate Chain as well. I mean, Raphael, the crypto vigilante, turned me on to that, and I think it's a great project, and everyone can find that on Trade Ogre as well. Censorship resistant. It can never be shut down. Your access to services can never be blocked. Here's the thing, it's scarce. Only 21 million Epic can ever exist. Designed with number go up technology, driving price to infinity through the disinflationary halvings. It uses Bitcoin standard monetary policy without the double spend problems driven by fractional reserve policies, since Epic trades primarily P2P via DEX platforms. And two more, it's permissionless and trustless, Rich. One, open source software, you can verify yourself without any trusted third parties, even on mobile distributed Nakamoto consensus. And last is fast. 17 transactions per second, scalable to 12,800 transactions per second on L1. So that's the general overview. A ton of positive attributes, which is, why, well, I know I'll come back and we'll talk about,
Sure.
My other project, but why we selected it.
It's CPU mineable, it's GPU mineable, and ASIC mineable, which makes it diverse. And the CPU mineable makes it really decentralized because anybody can run it on a computer. Now, if somebody is interested in running it on a computer, they go to the website epiccash.com. Everything's available for them to download the node or the wallet and then start running it. Okay, and you said it's decentralized.
And I would say that if people are really super interested, Epic Cash has a great Telegram group. It's t.me/Epic Cash. And when you go in there, if you're interested in trading, there's a special trading section. If you're interested in mining, there's a mining group. And the help desk is beyond compare in there.
Great. Okay, so people can find that out because that's a great way of generating income. Now the Mimblewimble. Now I remember many years ago I did videos comparing Pirate Chain with other privacy cryptos and stuff, and I remember Mimblewimble being explained to me, and I don't remember it now. Explain it to me, not like I'm 5, but like I'm 3.
Okay, like you're 3.
Yeah.
Like you're 3. So the originator of the transaction,
Right.
let's call that on one side of the table of a ping pong table.
Oh, you're going to send me some Epic.
Yes.
Yes, you could be the originator.
Yes, I'm going to send you Epic. So I get your receive address, and that becomes the ping. Okay, ping pong, right? You receive the Epic, and so my ping is put on the blockchain, right? So the blockchain, you're 3 years old. The blockchain knows it's you.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
And because you have an address, you're going to send it over to your friend. I'm going to send it to Rich, and he's going to have his catcher's mitt, and he's going to receive it, and he's going to say pong. You know, you're the pong. You're gonna send it back to me. So ping, pong, and then back to me, ping. Now, when you ponged, you also noted the transaction on the blockchain. Now, when I get it back, what happens with Mimblewimble is because of the ping pong to where what started out as me sending you 10 Epic and the blockchain knows that to you receiving 10 Epic, you confirming it, then when I get it back to final confirm, all that information, everything associated with that is gone. You just now have 10 Epic. I have 10 less Epic. The actual transaction on the blockchain, you could have all the supercomputers in the world try to go, expose that transaction and dig in and technologically use all the power in the world to be able to see that 10 Epic was sent by Todd to Rich. It's just not there. But the reason why that is so powerful is that Mimblewimble technology is what allows that transaction to be so super fast because you aren't carrying with it. I mean, imagine this. Imagine this. From the day you were born, every bite of food that you eat, you just never expel it, right? Now, you look to be like you're at least 21 years old. Imagine by the time you're 21, how bloated you're going to be, right? That is what happens. Frankly, that's Bitcoin, right?
Yeah, well, I got another way. I got another way of saying that. Just give me an idea, right?
Oh, great.
Bitcoin is essentially a communication. It's a set of characters that goes from one address to another address, right? But all the transactions get sent that are tied up and go through the nodes. They all check that yeah, that's accurate. It would be like the first word that I spoke, dada or mama, and then then the next transaction. Well, I've got the first word, and then I had another word, and then the next time. So the transaction includes all the words I've ever spoken. Well, that's going to take a long time, right?
That is great. That's a great analogy. And so what happens is with a Bitcoin transaction, because you have all of those words in that transaction that Rich has ever spoken, then it just takes forever, right? And it becomes incredibly expensive to be able to transact when the volume is high out there. So with Epic Cash and Mimblewimble technology, there's no obfuscation because you don't have to do 17 cups and one ball and figure out where it is. No, it's just not there. And we can look at the regulators and say it's not because we intentionally want to hide anything. See, that's the thing with privacy, right, Rich? It is not a 4-letter word. It is our birthright. And anyone who is not concerned about your personal privacy, if you just give it up because of convenience or you just like cheap goods, right? Man, I'm telling you, it will come back to haunt. You should get interested at minimum in privacy coins. And there are some amazing privacy coins that are out there. You have Pirate, you have Thero, you have Xano, you have Epic Cash. Great. And you know what, everybody, any of you with those other projects, please understand. And I told you this, Rich. I don't look at it as A team, B team, red team, blue team, us versus you. No way. If you are for privacy, man, I'm for you. And
Absolutely.
I hope you're for us.
Absolutely. Thank you, Todd. Now, the other thing you said was deflationary. So what that means for people who aren't watching is like with Bitcoin, every 4 years, the number of new Bitcoin that are released per 10-minute block, every 10 minutes, halves. So what is it with Epic Cash? Is it a halving every 4 years or?
It's designed exactly like Bitcoin was, except in 2008, we catch up with them. That curve catches up. But it's the exact same design, but because of our Mimblewimble technology, an easy way to think about this, it's Bitcoin, but private.
Bitcoin, and fast. Bitcoin, but private.
Yeah,
and fast.
yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And also, it just needs, I don't know how
There's
to
a
say it.
great,
Affordable.
there's a great meme. Yeah, indeed, affordable. At one point in time, Bitcoin was under $1. Well, Epic Cash is under $1, everybody, and I can
But I don't
tell
mean
you.
affordable like that. I mean affordable
Okay.
to mine. That's way more valuable.
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%.
Forget
Rich.
about, I mean, in the UK, there's no way I'm going to mine Bitcoin. The
No,
machines
you
are so
can't.
expensive. The electricity use, that's not the case. So I could run Epic Cash on my computer.
Well, and you'll love this because of the light blockchain technology.
Mhm.
There is a near future ahead of us where you're going to be able to mine Epic on your mobile device.
Very nice.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine while you're sleeping, your phone is just, making money for you?
I like passive income. I like
Yeah.
passive income. Okay. All right. So those are the basics. And again, if people want to find out, go check out the website, go check out X, go check them out on Telegram. Okay. Now,
On X, if I may say, it is Epic Cash Tech.
okay,
Or
I'll have the link, and they can also find it through the
Great.
website epiccash.com. Okay.
Wonderful.
Let me see. So we got all that. It's on Trade Ogre currently. It's going to go on CoinX, and then the people who run it, volunteers.
Oh, 100% volunteers. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Just a great group of tech people. I mean, it's just, that's the thing, right? Because of your relationship with Pirate Chain is you have a lot of OGs in those projects, but what I think is more relevant is the community that supports them over the years. Like I've been part of the community for almost 5 years now, right? And it's just amazing to see the development and to realize that without any venture capital raised, right? This is all community support to see how this crypto asset has evolved and developed over the years. I swear, it's the best kept secret in crypto. That's my biased opinion, but I covered it for 3.5 years. And I have 300 videos for people to go binge watch if you'd like. Just research Uncle Vigilante on YouTube, and you will find them. There you go, Rich.
So okay. Now I also saw on the website it's a layer 1.
Yeah, it's Bitcoin, but private and fast and cheap, or not cheap, inexpensive.
Okay, no, okay. So I'm a little bit confused. So my understanding of layer 1, I think of the platform protocols like Ethereum and Solana, and other Atom, that you can build applications on.
It's not necessarily about application. Layer 1 is just layer 1 tech. I mean, it is.
It's the original layer. It's not running on anything else. It's
that's right.
Blockchain. Okay, good.
It's not a token. It's a coin.
It's a coin, right? And for people who don't know, a coin has its own blockchain. A token runs on another blockchain. So like an ERC20 token runs on the Ethereum blockchain. A BSC token runs on the Binance Smart Chain blockchain. Okay,
you got it.
Epic Cash runs on its own blockchain. So essentially, it's so just to be clear, like Pirate Chain, like Bitcoin, like Monero, it's not programmable money in the way that Ethereum is. It's just money.
Yeah,
good. We want money.
We want money. We are on a quest for superior money.
Yeah. Do you want to show us that chart, that fabulous chart you did?
Yeah. So just to explain to everybody, what I wanted to do on my show was I really wanted to be take an unbiased approach to really see how good Epic Cash was and to really try to better understand not only Bitcoin, but other assets as superior money. So I'll show you this. What we did is I worked with the chief engineer of Epic Cash. His name is Todd Lewis. And we went on a quest.
Great name, Todd, eh?
Yeah, it's fantastic. So we went on a quest for superior money. And what we first did is we spent, episodes trying to come up with the attributes of superior money. So if we could just start with clay on the table and build the perfect money, what would the attributes be? So means of payment, peer-to-peer, digital indivisible, borderless, etc. Not only did we identify those, we actually on this document, we went through and we defined them. So each one of those has a specific definition of terms for all of them. You show me one other exercise where anyone on this entire planet has ever done this. I'm serious. This is fascinating. And it doesn't just have to be about Epic Cash. Now, what's really cool is we then spent episodes upon episodes of saying, okay, let's go through these. One episode, we'd take the first 5 and we would say means of payment. We would look at the definition and we would see if Epic Cash checkmarked that, right? Mm-hmm. But then we went to Bitcoin. Yeah, great means of payment. Gold, Federal Reserve notes, CBDCs. Now over here, we have an alt asset. We put that there because pirate chain community, you could do your own. It's not about Epic Cash here. It's about your asset. And what I wanted to do was, before I wanted to invest in any other crypto assets, I wanted to know, do they have a chance of becoming a use case? And for me, money is the use case.
Yeah.
Private money in my case. But looky here, peer-to-peer. Bitcoin, gold, Federal Reserve notes, nope. The CBDCs, nope. Digital indivisible. So we went through, and for all of you out there who might just have a little bit of attention deficit disorder, like I can somehow have, I want to let you know.
Bitcoin is borderless. It's not.
What's that?
You click not borderless for Bitcoin.
It is not borderless because it can be confiscated. Because when somebody tries sending Bitcoin over to Canada and it's confiscated, both Todd and Max do a beautiful. We spent a lot of time on this one. It's in one of them. But yeah, it is by definition. Well, let's go down here and say borderless. No lines in the sand. No men with guns can decline access. Well, guess what?
It's transparent. Like
Excuse me? Yes, because it is
Canadian truckers.
It's a surveillance coin. Well, it evolved to be a surveillance coin. Everybody, I'm sure, knows Chainalysis, $20 billion company that they earn their money on what? Surveilling Bitcoin. Yep. So, and that's why you have all of the, and I call them Druid Babylonian bastards out there, meaning the powers that be, why they are, putting their thumbs up towards Bitcoin because it is so highly surveilled. What a great asset for people to just jump into. They know who you are, where you are, what you spend. You can't hide it, right? Yeah. So, but I want to let people know that at the end, there's the cheat sheet for you that we have given you the keys. Now, all of this, people could go through and debate this for years, right? And you know what? They should. You should. If you're watching this and you're saying, oh, BS, Bitcoin isn't neutral, okay, let's have a conversation about it. That was the intent. It wasn't about trying to see how many checks Epic Cash got. It was to try to have a discernible point of view to where we walked through and we debated these. Now, at the end, the only box that Epic didn't check for superior money is widespread acceptance. And you know what? If you're watching this and you want to make money, because that's what you told me, Rich, before this interview, that people here are interested in making money.
Well, that's what has people come into crypto.
Excuse me?
That's what has people come into crypto.
Yeah, that's right. And so if you are one of those who want to make money, Epic Cash is under $1. It is better designed than Bitcoin, but it just doesn't have the widespread acceptance. Why? Because there's 25,000 assets trying to get the attention out there. So that's why on the next time I'm on the show, I will share with people the use case and the business that we've created to create the use case for Epic Cash that is going to take this from under a buck micro cap to, I think, in parity of 9-to-1 with Bitcoin. But that's me. That's my BHAG. If people don't know what BHAG is, just Google it. A big, hairy something goal. Okay.
Okay. All right. Now, if somebody is this spreadsheet, is this available for people?
Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post it within the. First of all, I sent it to you. So if you have a way of being able to post it somewhere, or
my Telegram group.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it in. Invite people to go to t.me/Epic Cash, and I'm going to put it in there after we get off this interview, and I'm going to ask the admins to pin it so that those coming into the Epic Cash group can just look at the pinned messages, and then you can download this interactive PDF and have a ball with it. But if not anything else, I think it is so educational. I learned so much going through those attributes and then defining the terms. We spent a month just defining the terms within that series. So, but yeah.
Do you know, Todd, what I notice about you, if you don't mind me saying so, is how thorough you are and also how lively. It's lively and thorough is great. Dull and thorough is not great at all.
Thank you. That's great.
So, I would invite people to go check out your work and everything. I'll have the links in the description below. Is there anything else you want to say? And you are going to come back, right?
I hope so. Because I can't wait. I was ready to do the full Monty here and be able to reveal everything that people are going to want to know about Rich. Yeah. But we have a time limit because Rich says he doesn't do 12-hour live streams.
I don't do any live streams.
No. But I invite people. I am dedicated. I've always been dedicated to decentralization, and I cannot stand being under the thumb of the man, if you know what I'm saying. And I was one of those people from day one. I never wore a mask. I have a 3-count lawsuit against Costco that is now, the next step would be Supreme Court. So what
did they do?
They denied me access. They canceled my membership because I wouldn't put on this medical intervention device that they were requiring.
Right.
And so they canceled me. And you know what? That's wrong because I do have a medical reason why I can't wear a face mask that goes back to when I was drowned. I
have one as well. So I wasn't as sharp as you. I went along for 6 weeks and then I woke up. I was like, what is going on? Okay. Then I realized I had this medical condition that requires me to have free access to oxygen at all times.
Right. Yeah, when I drowned, I realized what happens when you don't have free access, right? And never going to happen again. But I just share the decent. So that drives me, right? And when I was doing my 3.5 years of private crypto, I don't know if people out there are familiar with Mike Adams. He is the health ranger. He is the founder of Brighteon.com. I had no idea he was binge watching my channel, and I get a call one day saying, "Hey, Todd, this is Mike Adams." And in my mind, I'm like, who the heck do I know that does a perfect Mike Adams impression? And I started talking to him. He said, "Hey, I really like how you teach people on crypto, and I love your I can just tell that your
liveliness and your thoroughness."
Yeah, and he exactly. And so he invited me. He said, "Would you be interested in joining me? I'm launching a new show called Decentralized .tv, so it's not with a D at the end, it's Decentralized TV. Just put it in your browser and you will find it is a show dedicated to decentralized lifestyles. We've had over 70 guests on over the last 2 years. That's what I've been doing instead of covering private crypto. But fascinating guests, and they're all about escaping this nonsense that we've has been put upon us these last 5 years, since 2020 in particular. It's been a long time before that they've been prepping for it, but you have to admit the first half of this decade was insane. And so, God willing, the second half of the decade, we get back to some sense of normalcy. But I invite people to go to decentralized.tv because literally it is timeless. All of our interviews, they're not current event based, but they're about helping you modify your lifestyle to where you can escape centralized control. So
decentralization is what's going to set us free. That is what is going to set us free. The Great Reset is going to fail, and decentralization is the access for freedom. Decentralized money in the form of Epic Cash or Pirate Chain or any other. Decentralized VPNs like what Sentinel and those that build on that do. Decentralized blockchain applications. Decentralization gives us freedom. Todd, anything else you want to say before? And you are coming back. I've said that before. Anything else you want to say before we finish up?
No, it's been a pleasure. I know we've been working on this for a while, and I just appreciate the invite, and I really, really value all that you invest in helping educate people on crypto. You're awesome, Rich. You really are.
Thank you. Well, one day when I'm grown up, I'll be thorough and lively. In the meantime, everybody, please subscribe. Go check out the links for Epic Cash and also for Todd and decentralized.tv. And between now and when I see you next, please keep filling your pockets.
One last thing, if I may. Yes. Gosh, I can't believe I didn't. If you are invested in crypto, I founded my575e.com. And if you are in the US, my575e.com, it is an entity that I help people acquire that provides them with amazing tax advantages related to not only their income, but crypto. That's all I can say on YouTube. But I'm just saying, you go there, you enter in your information, and you can watch a private hour and a half interview that I did with a guy named Dennis Gray, who has been helping people acquire these for 34 years. He's helped over 1,100 people. And I'm telling you, they're life-changing. I acquired mine 5 years ago, and just because of my relationship with Mike Adams, when we started doing Decentralized TV, it became my form of activism to help other people know that this entity exists. It is amazing. So I did
75e.com. Thank you. For people in the US, right? Well, that would thank you, Todd, because that very neatly leads us on to something else, right? Which is for people in the UK. People in the UK, taxpayers in the UK, local and government tax, court fines, speeding tickets, parking fines, anything and everything that's collected directly or indirectly by central government or local government goes into this one big pot called the Consolidated Fund. Some of that is then dispersed, and then some of that money is used in violation of the International Criminal Court Act 2001 and the Terrorism Act 2000. And I'm referring to the British government's activities supporting the conflicts in the Middle East, in dropping bombs on people in Yemen, supporting the conflicts in Ukraine versus lobbying for peace. The British government is breaking international law and domestic law. And then if I pay for those activities, if some of my money goes for those activities, I'm breaking the law. bit.ly/makewarhistory. bit.ly/makewarhistory. It's completely free, and you can find out and you can use this process to make sure that your taxes don't go for slaughter, because it's centralized processes that cause that. We don't want war. We just want to get on with our lives. And it's the elites that go and send other people's children so that they can profit off the blood of the slain. Thank you.
That was powerful, Rich.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Very good. Very informative.
I've done quite a few videos. It's really close to my heart. It's like the worst thing any government can do is war.
Right. Yeah,
and I think a joint third. I haven't worked out which is worse: slavery or forced medical interventions. They're really bad.
Oh, I'm telling you. Well, you know what? It's any of it. I don't care what it is. It's you gotta reach down, look at that sand, take your foot, draw a line, and say, no, you move.
Yep. Not doing it. Thank you, Todd. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Rich. Really had. All right. Cheers.